everyone, this is Bonnie from Backward Story, and today I have my March book haul featuring all of the new books that have come into my life this month. So once again, it is pretty big. I am seriously running out of space for everything, and I have been for a long time, but you know, the books keep flowing in. I can't complain too much. So the pile on the left is either stuff that I bought or stuff that came in a book subscription box this month. And then the next two piles are books that I was sent for review from the publishers. And this month I have grouped it so that everything is together by publisher. So that makes it a little bit easier and hopefully makes this go a little bit faster. So we're going to start with the books that I purchased. Okay, gang, first up we have purchases. The pile on the left is stuff that I purchased or traded for, and the pile on the right is everything that came from a book subscription box. I received 5 boxes this month, I think. One was from February, 4 were from March, and 1 had a bonus book in it. So there should be a total of 6 books on that side. So we'll start on the left. This book I just picked up last night, actually, at the library. It was a quarter. And it is Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. And this is either the UK or the Australian cover for the book. I saw it sitting on the sale shelf, and I said, I didn't even know that came out in paperback yet, but this is the book that won the National Book Award last year. And I picked it up, and I'm looking at it, and then I look at the back where it's written in pounds, and the website is from Australia and the UK, and I realized this is not the US edition of the book. It was only 25 cents, so I picked it up. I've heard great things about it, and I'm eager to try it out. The next book is one of my top 2 favorite books so far this year that I've read. It is Children of Blood and Bone. It is by Tomi Adeyemi. This book is amazing, and I've already reviewed it. You can find it on my site, but this is one of my top 2 favorite books of the month. Of the year. It came out this month, so did my other favorite book of the year, which is in the other pile, and this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. And your end papers are a map, and then this red back is exclusive to the Barnes & Noble edition. There's also a pull-out map at the back here, as well as an annotated chapter that I'm not going to show to you because it spoils a really important scene that takes place very close to the end of the book. But this book was absolutely amazing. If you haven't picked it up, pick it up. I'm super impressed with the exclusive edition, and that is the version that I wanted to have. The other book that I picked up this month was Daughters of the Storm by Kim Wilkins. This is a book, I had seen the cover in somebody's video for Comic-Con, one of the Comic-Cons, and it looked interesting, and then I forgot about it, and then I saw it on somebody's feed when it came out, and it was on sale online for $9, even though it is a $27 book. So I figured for that price I would try it out. And this is adult fantasy, but it sounds really good. It's also blurred by Tamora Pierce, so I would have read it blind irregardless. Okay, so next we have our subscription book box titles, and as you can see, 2 of them have stained pages. And the first is Fairy Loot. It is State of Sorrow by Melinda Salisbury, and she previously wrote the Sin Eater's Daughter trilogy, which had gorgeous covers. I read the first book, still have to read 2 and 3, but this sounds really interesting, and it is only available in the UK. You can get it through Book Depository, but you can't buy it in the United States. So I was glad to get a book that wouldn't have been easy for me to pick up on my own, or even that I necessarily knew had come out on its own. But next was Illumicrate's February box, and the book itself was Blood and Sand by C.V. Wick. Super shiny cover. They also included an ARC. It is Sally Green's The Smoke Thieves, and it's gorgeous. Princess, soldier, hunter, trader, thief. And the pages are purple tipped, although when you put them against that exclusive, they look more pink, but they are purple tipped. And I am so excited to read this. I was already excited because it was compared to Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and that is also similar to Royal Bastards by Andrew Schwartz, which I really enjoyed last year. And so this is supposed to be Six of Crows meets Game of Thrones. So I was already intrigued. The U.S. cover, I could go either way on. This cover is gorgeous. The stained pages just make it even more thrilling, and now I'm so eager to read this as soon as I possibly can get to it. Next, we have the Owlcrate exclusive, Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston, who previously wrote Geekerella. Again, purple stained pages. This is Anastasia in space, you guys. What else do you need to know about this book? And I wound up with 2 copies of my favorite book of 2018 so far, To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, also reviewed already on my blog. And this book is stunning. One of these copies is from the Enchanted Book Box. The other one is from Unicorn Crate. They both have signed book plates in there. And the book is just amazing. This and Children of Blood and Bone. These right here are my 2 favorite books of 2018 so far. They're both from Macmillan. They were both published the same day, March 6th. They are amazing. Best 2 books of the year I've read so far. Highly recommend picking them both up. They are incredible. So that is everything that I purchased or received in a box this month. For ebooks, I purchased Our Dark Stars by Audrey Gray and Crystal Wade on sale for $1 the week it came out. And Brittany Fitcher had her entire Becoming Beauty trilogy on sale for $1 as well. And Wonderful by Jill Barnett was free. I've never heard of it before, but an author that I really love said it was a favorite book of hers, so since it was free, I decided to try it out. So those were the 3 ebooks I picked up this month. Ebooks for review, I have All of This Is True by Ligia de Penaflor, and I'm sure I pronounced her name wrong. This is for a tour coming up in May. Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, which I'm super excited about. This is a companion book set in the same world as Uprooted, which I loved. The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capita, which still has no cover as of yet. Give the Dark My Love by Beth Revis, and I've been waiting for a new book by her for quite some time now. Crown of Thunder by Tochi Onibuchi, which is the sequel to Beasts Made of Night, which came out last year and had one of my favorite covers of 2017. Sea Fire by Natalie C. Parker. Star-Touched Stories by Rashani Choksi, which takes place in the same world as the Star-Touched Queen. Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, which is one of my most anticipated books of the year. I'm super excited for this companion series to Kiss of Deception, which was a series that I adored. The Sisters Medeiros by Patrice Sarath, which is an adult fantasy. Finding Felicity by Stacey Cade. Save the Date by Morgan Matson. Better You Than Me by Jessica Brody, which is a middle grade by her coming out, and it sounds adorable, and I've loved all of her teen books, so I'm excited for this as well. A Sorrow Fierce and Falling by Jessica Cluess. This is the 3rd and final book in the Kingdom on Fire trilogy that began with A Shadow Bright and Burning, and I read the first book, but I never had a chance to read the second book last year, so I'm excited to binge all 3 at once now that it's complete. Kill the Farm Boy by Delilah Dawson and Kevin Hearn, which Kevin Hearn has previously written the Iron Druid series, and it says once upon a time, a pun, so it sounds hilarious already. And last but not least, Fire and Heist by Sarah Beth Durst, whose books I adore, and I am so excited she has another teen book coming out because she's had adult and kids for a while but hasn't had teen recently, so I'm super excited for this one, and the cover is so cute. We are going to start with Random House. I have The Window by Amelia Brunskill, and I'm reviewing this book next Friday, I believe. So I'm going to read it in the next couple of days. I haven't actually read it yet. It is a thriller. It is about twins, and it sounds really interesting. So I'm excited to read that and talk about it with you guys next week. And the other book from Random House is Grump, The Fairly True Tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It is by Liesl Shurtleff, who previously wrote Rump, which was a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin that I loved a lot. It is middle grade, and I'm on tour for this coming up as well, but not for a little while. So I'm excited for that. So these are my 2 books from Random House. And then I got a really nice package from Scholastic, and I received Listen to Your Heart by Kasie West, which made me so excited because I've read every book she's ever published. I've reviewed them on my blog, and you're probably sick of listening to me talk about her, but if you love contemporary, you need to be reading Kasie West. So I'm really excited to get to this one soon. I'm hoping to read it this coming month. The Fandom by Anna Day. This is going to be the final cover for the book. And it sounded really interesting, a little bit darker, a little more of a thriller. I'd never heard of it before. Bright Burns the Night by Sarah B. Larson. This is the sequel to Dark Breaks the Dawn, which is sort of a retelling of The Swan Princess. Lovely, Dark, and Deep by Justina Chen. And this sounds like something that if you like books such as Everything, you're going to like this one too. So it's contemporary, it's very hard-hitting. And then Screenshot is by Donna Cooner, and it is from the new Scholastic Point line coming out at the end of May. So that is everything from Scholastic. Hewden Mifflin Harcourt sent me Isle of Blood and Stone, and this is not the cover for the book. It looks like this now. They wanted to let everyone know that that is not the final cover art. And I am on tour for this book this coming Thursday, so you're going to hear more about this soon as well. I received 1 book from HarperCollins this month. It is from their Adult Voyager line, but it has crossover appeal to YA as well. It is The Queen of Sorrow by Sarah Beth Durst. This is the 3rd book in the Queens of Renthia series that began with The Queen of Blood. These books are fantastic. I love Sarah Beth Durst. I love this world, and I am so excited to read this. It's technically the final book, but there's going to be a spin-off with other characters. So super excited for that. And now we have some books from Disney Hyperion. The Mortification of Fovea Munson. This is by Mary Wynn Heider, and Mandy is going to be reviewing this one because it's a little more up her alley. It's Frankenstein and Igor, and the tagline is Fovea Munson is nobody's Igor. So that is for her to take a look at. The Life and Death Parade by Liza West, which I had never heard about before. It says, 1 year ago, Kitty's boyfriend, Nicky Bramley, visited a psychic who told him he had no future. Now he's dead. Talk about a tagline. Doesn't that make you want to read more? It makes me want to read more. I was super excited for this one, The Storm Runner by J.C. Cervantes. This is the 2nd series debuting in the Rick Riordan Presents line. The first one was Arusha by Roshani Chokshi, and it just came out this past week, and you can buy it in bookstores now. It was fantastic. Check out my interview with Roshani, and I am reviewing the book this coming week. So I'm super excited to read this one. It is Mayan mythology. And then Burning Magic, which is a shadow magic novel. It is by Joshua Kahn, and this is another series I've never heard of before. I need to get a hold of the earlier books in this series before I can read this one. And the last book from Disney Hyperion is this really cute picture book called We Don't Eat Our Classmates. It's by Ryan T. Higgins. He wrote the Bruce series, Mother Bruce. It's about a bear. His books are super funny. This comes out in June. I will be reviewing it in August, closer to back to school season, but this is a great book for anybody who is scared about going to a new school and making new friends. It's also a really good book for kids who have trouble with biting, actually. From Penguin Teen, I have Gail Forman's I Have Lost My Way, which is her first book in, I think, 5 years. It's her first book in a while. I also have a book from Penguin Adult called The Kiss Quotient, and it's by Helen Hong. And I have already read this. It is fantastic. It's really good if you're looking for a romance. It is about a girl who is autistic, who has trouble dating, and she decides to hire someone for dating lessons. So it definitely is a trope, but it's really fun, and I definitely will be talking more about this book in May, but I think anyone who likes books such as The Hating Game is going to love this one. And while we're on the subject of adult romance novels, Christina Lauren's new book comes out April 10th, I want to say. It is called Love and Other Words, and this is a book I've already read, and I will be reviewing it soon over at Broadway World. And I still take the sticker off of it, but I'm kind of dreading it because this book also came from them, from their teen division, and it took forever to get the sticker off. I think I still have sticky in his hair here. This is Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. I've already reviewed this on Broadway World, and it was really fun. It's in text speak sometimes, and the characters don't even meet for most of the book, so that was a really interesting take. Anyone who likes Eleanor and Park is really going to love this book because the characters have similar growth patterns. The other book that I received by Simon & Schuster is Starry Eyes. This just came in the mail yesterday. Jen Bennett is the author. I don't know too much about it except it's contemporary, and it is compared to Alex Approximately, which a couple of my coworkers have read and really enjoyed, but I have not read that as of yet. And everything else for review came from First Second, which is the graphic novels imprint of Macmillan Fierce Reads. And the first book is Be Prepared, and it did not come with the other ones. This is a new book by Vera Broskell, who previously wrote Anya's Ghost, and she sells very well to anybody who likes awkward, or who likes brave, or who likes drama, or smile, or all of those graphic novels that are super popular in the kids department right now. Oh, and it looks like it comes with a poster too, which I didn't even realize until just now. Looks like it's the book cover. So that's cool. And then everything else is from a tour that I'm going to be doing in May featuring girl power graphic novels. So they are... I'm actually just going to spread them like this because some of them are parts of a series. I don't know too much about any of these yet. They literally just came in the mail, so I haven't looked at them too in depth yet. But we have Star Scouts, The League of Lasers by Mike Lawrence. The first two books in the Cucumber Quest series by GGDG. And The City on the Other Side by Margaret Scott and Robin Robinson. Scarlet Heart, Monster Hunter by Marcus Sedgwick and Thomas Taylor. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that he was doing graphic novels now. That's pretty awesome. And then 3 books by Rafael Rosado and Jorge Aguirre. Giants Beware, Dragons Beware, and Monsters Beware. So you're going to be seeing a lot more about all of these titles from me soon. I don't know anything about any of them yet, but just based on the cover alone, I'm probably going to start with The City on the Other Side, although now I am super curious about what Marcus Sedgwick is doing with graphic novels. So this is everything from First Second, and that is everything for review this month. And that is everything from me this month. Let me know which books you've read already, which books you're dying to read. I definitely have to tailor this a little bit and make a list of how I want to read these in what order. So any advice from you definitely helps a lot. So definitely let me know. I'll talk to you guys again soon, and have a great start to the month. It's April, it's spring, and it's going to be awesome. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.